Hi guys, today I'm going to be discussing the top 26 shortcuts on the Maschine Plus. This will help you improve your workflow and move more efficiently when producing tracks. First things first, you can start and stop your metronome by holding down Shift and pressing Tap. To choose your desired pattern length, press and hold the record button and pick your pattern length. You can activate or deactivate loop by holding down Shift and tapping loop. In this example, I would like to replace the snare that I have here. I can easily do that by first selecting my snare, pressing and holding erase and record, and starting my loop. If this video has helped you any way thus far, if you could do me a favor and press the like button so that other people can see this, as well as subscribe if you aren't already. It helps the channel a lot. Thank you. Let's say your music is playing and you want to make an edit to a sound live, and you don't want people to hear you select the sounds. You can easily silently select by holding down select and pressing a pad like this. Let's say you have a sample playing and you would like to stop that sample. You can easily do it by holding down Shift and pressing mute like this. If you would like to quantize something to the grid, you can hold down Shift and press Quantize. If you would like to delete all of your MIDI and start anew, you hold down Shift and press Clear. And let's say you deleted something by accident. You can undo that by holding down Shift and pressing Undo. And maybe you decided, nah, that's trash. You can hold down Shift, press Redo, and it'll delete it again. Let's say you just recorded some MIDI into this pattern, and you don't like the last few things you did, but you don't want to do it all over. You can easily delete the last few notes by holding down Shift and pressing Step Undo until you delete all 3 notes. And then, if you delete too many and you want to bring some back, you can hold down Shift and press Step Redo. Let's say you want to duplicate this group here. And you want to duplicate all of its contents. You want to take the same pattern and put it on a new pad. You can do that by holding down Duplicate, making sure this plus content button is pressed, pressing the group you want to duplicate, and pasting that group onto a new group. And now we have all of the contents here. Deselect Duplicate and press play. And now you have 2 groups with the same content. And let's say, I don't know, you want to delete that group. Hold down Shift, Erase, and press the group you want to delete. We also have the option to pitch our groups. If you hold down a group and press Tune, you can use the encoder to pitch it up or down. If you would like to pitch a sound, you can do the same thing. Make sure tempo is selected, tap the sound you want to pitch. The boys mine, the boys mine, the boys mine. All right, and when you're done, just make sure you deselect tempo so that you don't change the tempo of your project by accident. If you would like to copy and paste the sound, you can do that by pressing Duplicate, pressing the sound, and pressing an empty pad that you would like to paste that sound to. And now you have 2 pads with the same sound. If you want to record some hi-hats or snares at different velocities, you can enter into 16 velocity by holding down Shift and pressing 16 velocity. And you have 16 different velocity. and this will make your hi-hat sound more realistic. In the Events menu, we have a Quantize button here, but let's say you don't want to quantize it directly to the grid and you just want to quantize it a little bit. You can hold down Shift and change that to Quantize 50%. And you can quantize it 50%. If you would like to scroll in the Event section, hold down Shift and turn your encoder knob. As you can see, the cursor is moving from bar to bar. And if you want the cursor to follow the bars in this view, click this follow button. We can also nudge our MIDI forward or backwards by holding Shift and pressing the 7 button or the 8 button. And if you only want to affect one pad, you can select the pad you want to affect, hold down Shift, and nudge that pad individually. If you're in events mode and you would like to change the octave of your MIDI, you can hold down Shift and press 15 or 16. And you can use Select to select different pads and affect them individually. What if you wanted to copy your kick pattern to your bass sound? Make sure you have Select selected and select your kick drum. Hold down Shift and press pad 11 for copy. Deselect the Select button. Select the pad of your bass drum. Hold down Shift and press Paste. And now you have the same pattern on your kick drum and your bass drum. Let's say you wanted to replace this kick or find a similar kick. You can browse similar sounds by pressing the search icon here and using your encoder knob to scroll. I like that. I'm going to pick that. Ever catch yourself scrolling through plugins and you can't hear what the plugins sound like? Well, this is a way that you can preview what these effects sound like. All you have to do is press Next or Previous. I like that one. But it's a little too much for this song. Let's say you like that group and you want to use this group as a starting point, but you want to take the patterns from that group. You can do this by holding down Shift, making sure you click plus patterns, and then pressing load. And now you have the kit plus its contents loaded here. And that's it for this video. I hope it helps. Peace.